Check 1 2. So people, let me get myself together. So running low on battery, and I just kind of got myself up in here good. Let me get my checks on. Check, 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 check. Check 1 2. I don't need to have line in. Give me just a moment, guys, to get this set up. Won't take me but a moment. Let me make sure I'm live. Let me make sure I can be heard. Let me make sure I can. Why is it on my screen?
To respect them. So basically the same way that he...
No, that's not. So I can be heard. Okay, here we go. Here we go, people. Give you a proper introduction, y'all. What's happening? It's your boy Chef Bay. You know what I'm saying? I just pressed the. No, just playing. I just pressed the button. No, I'm here. I'm here, man. Decided to come on this live stream. Let me make sure I ain't too loud. Decided to come on this live stream tonight. I wasn't gonna do it tonight. Then I went out, had a little something to eat, a little happy hour drink, and I came back feeling good. So I said, you know what? Let me stream a little something before I sit down and go to sleep, basically. So I wanted to talk about something here recently that I saw. I listen to a lot of Black Spaces, a lot of, whether it be spaces, whether it be live streams, whatever the case may be. I'm in these spaces of a lot of foundational Black Americans that we have, as well as ADOS, as well as Freedmen, as well as I just be round and round spaces and stuff. A lot of people may have seen me popping in and out, and making comments here and there, but I don't typically get too vocal in them. I need to, so that way I can kind of let people know who the fuck I am. But typically I just listen, and a lot of times it's great to listen to it while I'm working and doing things, staying up to date with things, and listening to topics and the discussions that's going on in the Black community. They sometimes talk about things that I don't know about that's going on, maybe some news I haven't heard from a different city or something like that. So I like to stay on top of it all, because you never know what you're gonna hear. But one thing I find in being in these foundational Black American spaces is the fact that there's always infiltrators in the motherfucking spaces. Infiltrators of all different types, not just white supremacist infiltrators, not just Democratic Shield infiltrators. There's scammers, there's people trying to sell you things, there's people trying to start businesses up. I mean, it's just all types of different things. It's tethers, Africans, Hispanic people, all kind of people coming in these spaces just to put they 3, 4, 5 cents in on what the fuck we talking about when nobody asked them for any goddamn money or any goddamn cents. Oh, my bad. That's what I meant to say. That would have sounded better. Well, they put their 3, 4, 5 cents when nobody asked them for their goddamn cents. We know what the fuck is going on in the world. That was one thing that I heard a woman say on here on this is going to be a Black Alpha Network. One of his spaces there. He'll go on Twitter Spaces and then he'll post a space on YouTube. But this is gonna be one of his spaces. But I was listening to one of the people there, and she was going the dude came in with some argument, some simple ass argument. Why do Black people eat chicken or something simple? It wasn't that, but something simple. Or he was like, you all don't. I think this is what it was. He was like, you all don't call out the Italians, and you don't call out the this, and you don't. We call out those people all the time, And this lady was like letting him know, you coming in a space where there's conscious people, and you coming in here with these weak ass talking points, and you gonna get, you're gonna get rolled the fuck up verbally on this bitch talking all this stupid ass simple shit coming in here, man. And I was like, hell yeah, that's what the fuck I'm talking about, you know, like. Yeah, nigga, don't come up in here with these simple ass arguments, and people do it all the time. First of all, it makes me wonder, why are you there? Why the fuck are you in these spaces? When I first, and what's crazy today, while I was thinking about doing this live, I was listening to Tariq Nasheed's latest live, and then after that, another live auto played, and it was a live from years ago when first Africans started first questioning his ideas upon, you know, delineation of our lineage. And he was being very calm to them. But then at the same time, he started snapping at them because they started snapping and talking shit while he was trying to calmly explain to them what our lineage is, and they're sitting here just laughing at it like it's nothing. It ain't nothing now, motherfuckers. You see the name in the news, you see the names in the papers, you see the names on the internet, you see the names being spoken by even some of these mainstream media newses, nigga. So regardless of what the fuck you want to say, we have created a name for our lineage and we are rolling with it. And there's some other people who have other names and organizations based under the same premise. You can't get mad and be like, why can't we all be on one accord? You don't just have the internet and instantly all niggas is on one accord. There's gonna be, just like any other time before, people who decide to gravitate towards certain movements. But as long as the movements can have a very similar code, especially about reparations, then from that point on, we can at least gather together and be cool together to a degree on that premise. But that doesn't mean that the groups have to somehow have these co-group, you know, these meetings together and all this. No, just do what y'all do. We do what we do. We all talk the same talk. We might have different ideas on certain shit, but not really. Most of y'all got the same goddamn ideas. Some of y'all just don't like the names and the terms. Some of y'all just don't like Tariq. Some of y'all just don't like Jason Black. Some of y'all just don't like Professor Truth, Black Truth. Some of y'all just don't like Marcel Dixon. Some of y'all just don't like certain people. You know what I'm saying? And that, I mean, some of y'all don't like Tone Talks and Yvette. Look, I was cool with them at first to a degree. I'm not gonna lie to you. You know, for the most part, I learned them through Tariq Nasheed. I didn't know anything about ADOS, and he's 100% right about he putting them on the map. You know what I'm saying? Because he put their name out there, and a lot of us started following. And I kind of thought that they were a cool group that was going to give me some sort of different option other than it's not trolling. I'll never call what Tariq Nasheed does trolling, but to him giving this, you know, the snapbacks, you know, and talking shit to some of these, you know, tethers and other people who come into these spaces. And also just because of some of the points and things that he talked about, I kind of understood how ADOS was trying to create a lane that was a little cleaner. And that's the way Yvette tried to frame the shit. But it's been completely changed since then. They didn't ask for donations, now they do. I remember trying to join the goddamn website membership long ago, and it was always coming soon eventually. That was like 2 years ago. I think now they're saying that they're having chapters and trying to open it up for that. But no, but that donate button was always there. I didn't miss that, you know. But anyways, let me just get off that. I'm gonna get into this Black Alpha Network space that he had held about Dr. Umar. It's a whole space talk about Dr. Umar, Pan-Africanism. It was a interview between Marcel Dixon and Dr. Umar. I think I did a little bit of a response to him. Yeah, I did. I did a little live about it my damn self. But main thing, and I'm gonna play this from here because this omnidirectional mic should pick it up. But anyways, the main thing is, I'll take y'all over here. The main thing is the space had a particular topic that dealt with that particular interview. And then you have this guy that comes in talking about creating some black Bitcoin, but it's the way that he comes in there. I mean, he's so fucking confident. Not only is he so fucking confident, he's almost scolding people like you got to do this and it's better, and black people got to realize this, and we're out here creating this, and what people gonna have to realize is, nigga, this is the 20 whatever elf century, nigga. We can look your shit up as you say the shit. And I love doing that. Cause niggas will say that all the time. They'll tell you statistics. I used to go to these lives on Didi's channel, and this one dude, Trey Ferg, was like, such and such amount of people. I think he said, let's just throw a number out there. I don't know. 80% of the it was 800 shootings in killings in Chicago just last year alone. Look it up. I'm telling you, we're there. The info's there. Look it up yourself. And while but what they do is they'll say that, but they'll continue the rant. While they are continuing that rant, that's when you get to typey. I'll come back here. Typey. And look that shit up. It took me 2 seconds and I was able to debunk it. But then they like, you didn't have to get the exact. Well, nigga, don't tell me to look it up. Okay? Don't tell me to look this shit up, 1. 2, don't come in here with some illegitimate bullshit ass facts you just said in your head. There was 2,000 killers last year alone in my city. 2,000, nigga? Did you look that up? Look it up. I looked it up, nigga. Oh, nigga, y'all some extra niggas in here, man. I forgot how they responded, but it definitely wasn't a great response. But anyways, I'm about to get off of that because that has nothing to do with what I came here today to talk about, which is this Dr. Umar Black Alpha Network space, Twitter space, with this scammer dude that came up here talking about having a crypto token that's black owned and whatever. So let's go into that before I get a little too crazy. And yeah, we'll go from here. Let me make sure y'all can hear this. I'm gonna give it a quick test.
Hey, now y'all notice that when he says that though, then he'll flip it and he'll say, but you can't talk to an African man.
Let me just make sure it's being heard on this side. Yeah, we'll go from here. Let me make sure y'all can hear this. I'm gonna give it a quick one moment. So I've been having some audio issues recently.
Hey, now y'all notice that when he says that.
Okay, cool. I'm gonna just, before I had this all connected that way, I'm just gonna go right off the mic. Y'all ain't even think about it, whatever. But all right, let's get to the space. Then I'll tell you what I found, and then I'll talk my piece.
Like this. So you see how even then he's still caping for Africa. You know what I'm saying? He said, y'all need to go get y'all an African man. But
this ain't, it's going to happen right after this.
Them. So basically the same way that
it's going to come in right after this.
Tells our lineage that we need to bow down to Africa. He tells our women that y'all need to go over there and bow down to Mr. Joloff. It ain't happening. It's always a wedge in between our community, and we reject that, we dismiss that, and we refute that. That's how we stay on it. FBA on code, it's all on you, brother.
Wait a minute. Let me go forward a little bit more.
Peace to the FBA family. Love, peace, and reparations. Good afternoon, more.
Here we go.
15 years, and one that'll have us donate from the grassroots and have our building and everything up in one.
When a scammer comes into your space.
And like I said, love, peace, and reparations to the
they be bold.
Love y'all, man. Marcel, keep doing your thing, man.
They be bold and confident.
Appreciate you, brother. Shout out to B-More. Go ahead, brother Sage.
My brother came up here through a haymaker and left. That's some bullshit, man. But it's all good. I respect it.
Come on.
Mr. CEO.
Oh, here we go.
Evening, afternoon, morning, where everybody's at. This wonderful Friday, family. I'm a black man first.
He started off there. First of all, yeah, okay. Let me come in this space. Okay, I'm a black man first. That's just a phrase you've heard, a phrase we've all heard. You're gonna hear him say many phrases to catch your blackness, your modern day black empowerment itch that you need to scratch. That's what the fuck he's doing. And then these people think that they're gonna, and they're true, they're right in many cases. They say the right phrases is gonna hit the right certain people who's gonna think, nigga, I was just thinking about generational wealth. You know, fuck out of here. But you gotta pay attention. If you're not, if you, otherwise these people are just saying words and you just listening and you just taking in just the basics. But they do these things on purpose. In many cases, it's just a fucking way of life for them to rat off some shit like this and cosplay themselves in black empowerment or cosplay themselves in some kind of black grassroots in order to scavenge the bread out of motherfuckers. I can't stand niggas like this.
My roots are Caribbean, but I'm gonna talk.
His roots are Caribbean too. Tether mode.
Black Jesus. That's something
I didn't have to clap.
to talk about.
Okay, let me go back. I'm sorry, y'all.
You know, not build a school for 15 years and one.
I get marginalized, but at the end of the
Doing your thing, man.
Okay, here we go.
Appreciate you, brother. Shout out to B More. Go ahead, brother Sage.
My brother came up here through a haymaker and left. That's some bullshit, man. But it's all good. I respect it. Let's get to Mr. CEO.
And he calls himself Mr. CEO. I guarantee you, I just saw another thing about this other dude who's a scammer, and what he call himself, he called himself Big Business. You know what I'm saying? These niggas are so fucking stupid that they follow the same fucking structure. And the fact that people fall for it, unfortunately, you gotta be a little dumber than they are. So, not to shame the victims, but it's the obvious shit, the obvious bullshit is there.
evening, afternoon, morning, where everybody's at this wonderful Friday family. I'm a black man first. My roots are Caribbean, but I'm gonna talk about Black Jesus. That's what I'm gonna talk about. Been on Twitter for a minute.
Been on Twitter for a minute. Let's see how long he's really been on Twitter. Mr. CEO. I had looked him up the other day, actually. Damn, and I actually may have forgotten his name. Explore. Mr. CEO. I mean, like, that's going to pull up so many people, to be honest with you. I'm going to need his actual, handle. And I had it earlier. Let me see if I can find it real quick, guys, because that's kind of important. And I'm sorry that I don't have it put up here just yet, but I can go to Black Alpha Network. You got to know how to get through this shit. Find that particular live stream if it's still up. If it's still up, find that particular space, I should say, I'm sorry. There's the Vivek space, July 8th. I may be, no, here we go. And
Okay, so the guy that was up there talking about how there's
Oh, my.
I come from a Haitian household. If you doubt me, that's on you. You know what I'm saying? Because you got an agenda. Now, that dude, the job.
Amazing is that they, and as far as what he's saying about New York,
Y'all poor in Haiti. When Haiti was poor in Haiti.
all right, guys, I'm
He's
sorry.
Black American, and now he's back to being Haitian. So
I'm sorry, let me see what the timer was.
Ralph.
Yep.
Have you ever heard of Kareem Jean-Pierre?
256.
Yeah.
Okay, Kareem Jean-Pierre is,
Poor in Haiti. That covers the area. You know, and
page. I know the co-host and host.
Absolutely.
We must all
Like, those are bad
Towards the reality.
inspiration thing.
Oh, man, y'all.
How did they get that?
Oh,
It's
found
funny.
it.
They got policy, sure, but it's
Found it.
I'm talking about.
Bet. Okay. Sorry. I should have had this pulled up before I got y'all on here. You know how it can be sometimes. Okay. He said he's been on 24 Minute. He joined in 2021, January. Would you call that a minute? Is 2 years a minute? He's got 1,000 followers, 267 following. I wouldn't call that a minute. I guess if I was with a girl for 2 years, I'd say we've been together for a minute. But I would say I've been on Facebook for a minute because I've been on Facebook for almost 15 plus years. I don't say that about Twitter. I ain't been on Twitter that long. I've been on Twitter about a good year and maybe going on 2 years. Not even 2 years. So take from that as what you will, but 2021 nigga ain't necessarily a minute in my opinion. Let's keep going.
My community and I have created a black-owned crypto token.
His community and them have created a black-owned, that's one of them phrases, crypto token.
The crypto space. And we're here to talk about Black Jesus to try to unite all of our people.
To try to unite all of our people through a token, nigga. You gonna unite us? We trying to unite us through reparations, and we didn't even try to unite us through that. We just trying to get on code and get everybody to get the same talking point and get some of the other bullshit propagandist talking points out your head, so that way we can do a little bit better than what we got going on. But you gonna unite everybody through a fucking coin, a token, digital token, nigga? You think some of these black people gonna be like, oh my God, I was looking for a token to join the token community. You think people are gonna replace their religions with a token? You must do, because you named the goddamn token Black Jesus. Why did you name a crypto token Black Jesus first the fucking foremost? First of all, nigga, why did you name it Black Jesus? You couldn't come up with any other name? Any other sophisticated term, phrase, something else for that has a black culture type emotion to it or something, but it's not just some hotep bullshit? Black Jesus?
I've been listening to the feedback, a lot of heated interactions, but at the end of the day, we all black and we all God's children at the end of the day.
What does that got to do with anything? First of all, he probably ain't even been in the space that long. It ain't saying nothing. Like everybody just went ahead and said, you know what, you right, Mr. CEO, goddamn it. We all God's children at the end of the day. Fuck what we was talking about. Nigga, no, we came on this motherfucking space to talk about topics, not to sit here and just be like, okay, nigga, we all black, we all God's children. At the end of the day, let's unite. Okay, we're united. What are we gonna do from here? Everybody in this live stream is united. What we gonna do? Buy my token. That's probably all he gonna say. Let's keep going.
And we created this token to unite us all on the blockchain. Why did we create this token? We are
To unite us all on the blockchain. First of all, the blockchain is simply like a ledger that's decentralized, allowing people to record information of these transactions, especially and have it duplicated or replicated amongst user networks, pretty much allowing them to have transparency and stuff in these transactions. But somewhat like that. But anyways, like, How's that uniting us on that bitch? What is you gonna try to get at is there's money being traded on that. What nigga, how do we get the bread? Because if you put all your money into a goddamn coin, and I get all these other black people to put money into a coin, I mean, I guess that'll raise the value up. But what are we gonna do? Sell to? If you united all black people and all black people bought this token, who's gonna buy it? Who are we gonna sell it to? Well, we gonna trade it amongst each other. I'm gonna give you my shares. You can take my shares. That's not gonna tip it one way or the other. I mean, unless it's like I bought it early, so I'm gonna sell it to this other black person at a higher rate and get my bread. Eventually, there's gonna be a ton of black people who's gonna miss out. But that's if you're doing that type of situation. He's talking about a token, which is more of a fundraising thing. We'll get to that. But either way, let's keep going.
Heavily marginalized in the real world and heavily marginalized in the digital space.
We're heavily marginalized in the real world, and we're heavily marginalized in the digital space. It's just more phraseisms to use to catch whatever phrases you might love in your brain, man, that he can kind of pull out a synchronistic version to where it just attracts you and you just like, oh, Mr. CEO put me on for Black Jesus tokens. Fuck out of here.
We deal with racism all day long from different cultures, and we're not respected.
Brother.
You see how Black Alphabet come in on his ass.
Brother.
Hold on.
No. Ain't no hold on, homeboy. Ain't no hold on. No. You must not be familiar with Black Alpha Network, homie. Y'all know I ain't gonna go for that. Hell to the no. This man talking about Black Jesus and Bitcoin. Marcel, go ahead, brother.
Yeah, I wanted to speak to Mr. CEO real quick because I don't know. I kind of get. I'm not saying he's obviously real. He's not a spam account, but I get a lot of spam accounts like who send me weird tweets about crypto. And my thing is, Mr. CEO, like I was saying to Dr. Umar yesterday, at the beginning of the interview, I'm all for us trying, economic empowerment, group economics and things like that. But okay, yes, we're all black, but not all black is the same. That's the point I was making to Dr. Umar, and I will stand to my ground. And even he acknowledges that because he'll say Jamaican Africans, Bajan Africans, whatever, but obviously not all black is the same. But Mr. CEO, if you really want to help black Americans, being that you're in America, the best way to do that is via the reparations move. Because here's what's going to happen. It happens all the time. Black Americans.
I like the way he did that. I like the way he said, look, man, you really want to help us. This is through this movement. Like, I ain't going to knock what you're doing, but there's this movement, nigga. Get behind this movement.
Home ownership, which has always been the lowest among all Americans, even though we've been in America longer than any other group. When we did get a little bit of a foothold, because cryptography, Bitcoin, ledgers, that's all real estate. It's digital real estate, okay? When we was actually getting real estate, the Great Recession happened. Okay, Obama could have saved the little bit of wealth we had, and he chose not to, and we lost like 49 years of wealth, the little bit we had, in just a few months. That happened to our physical real estate. I'm in an area right now, and I'm glad it's making the news. Hopefully something will come of it. Everyone's been hearing about the 93-year-old woman, black woman, Gullah Geechee woman, right here in Hilton Head Island, who these developers are trying to take her land. Now it's happening to another woman. I posted about her today. I know her personally, Miss Inez. Miss Inez, I know personally. They're trying to take her land now on St. Helena Island. Okay? My family struggles to keep the land we've gotten from the Civil War era. It's happening. So we can barely protect our physical real estate. So if we get a foothold in digital real estate, we're going to have to find a way to protect it. That's where policy comes in. That's where reparations come in. So
Can I do a quick rebuttal, brother?
Well, hold on. Let me just say it real quick. I'm going to be done. And then I'm out to end like 10 seconds. Then you have to ask Alpha. So my thing is, I know Umar's on this thing too. A lot of us are on this, or we just got to build an economic base. And of course, I will never argue against that. But we won't ever get a solid, strong, roaring economic base until we have a strong political base. Because all they're going to do, if we get a strong economic base, is use policies to destroy it. Y'all remember, those of you in California, remember when the black people there in Crenshaw, remember they came up with enough money to buy the old Crenshaw Mall, and they outbidded all those white companies, and the city council or whatever still would have let the black people buy it. So when you have money but no political base, even a strong economic base is not enough. Not land there.
100%. I totally agree, right? I wasn't here to say that the Black Jesus token project that we created is going to fix all the black issues that we're currently having in this country, right? All that I'm...
Nobody said that. Nobody said, hey, man, your Black Jesus token ain't gonna fix all the black problems in the motherfucking world. That ain't what the fuck he said. People just say shit just to transition the topic back to whatever the fuck is in their head that they want to spout. Like it had.
Saying is that we can actually get into a multi-trillion-dollar space that's going to build. Okay?
Let me throw the word trillion at you. We can actually get into a multi-trillion-dollar space. Fuck out of here, man. Billionaire used to be this thing. I remember when niggas was talking about six figures, and then years ago, and then it became this thing where niggas was like, nah, I'm on my milli. Almost like when motherfucking Lil Wayne came out with a milli beat, rap or whatever. I swear niggas was talking about being millionaires. That's where you see a screen name. Millionaire CEO, big business living, you know, or some stupid ass shit like that. And then eventually it got to the point to where the billionaires started coming up. You know, you got your Elons and your Kanye's and Dre's and your Jeffs and all this other stuff. Then niggas is like, no, I'm looking toward billions. Nigga, can you get 20K first? Can you get 5K first before you start thinking about billions? I mean, it's not easy just to hit a billion. I can guarantee you that, nigga, is not easy. And now we're on trillions. We have a Mr. CEO here. He's going to tell you how his Black Jesus token can help the black people unite globally in order to, or nationally, in order to fund this token and get into a multi-trillion-dollar trading industry.
The stock market, about $70 trillion of assets are traded on a daily, okay?
About $70 trillion of assets are traded on a daily. What does that got to do with me? He ain't telling you how you can get a hand on some of that partial trading. He ain't telling you how your trading and Black Jesus is going to be able to garner you some of that funding if you put your money in there. No, he's just talking about people on there trading. $70 trillion a day is trading. You know, they trading raw materials, they trading Bitcoin stocks, they trading money, they trading whatever the fuck.
In the crypto space, it just hit about $1 trillion, about 1.52 trillion or so.
In the crypto space, it just hit 1.52 trillion. Just when people think that they can write off numbers, it makes them feel like they're projecting themselves even more so as a subject matter expert in the field when they really don't know a goddamn thing. They just read a couple of things and like, oh man, that's a $2 trillion industry. We have a chance of getting into a multi-trillion-dollar industry.
And in that 1.52 trillion marketplace, we are a very 0.000 something percent in that marketplace. But we don't have a strong foothold there. All that I'm saying is the way this world is going, with the Great Reset, digital currency.
He had to throw the Great Reset in there. Who knows about the Great Reset? Let me throw that in there at you.
Is not going anywhere. And I do agree that we do need to have policies, right? Because you can have all the money, and if you don't have the policies and the laws to protect that money, that's a topic there. I'm just saying that we created a token for our people to be able to create that economic force that we still need, right? Because even if you have all the policies.
So what do you need? What do you need from us? If you created the token and you got it out there and it's ready, what do you need from the people, bitch? Money. The money in your pocket, that's what he needs.
If you don't have the money to back it, you're not going to go anywhere. There was one. I'm talking about all of the gas stations and the stores that, a lot of these other cultures own. How did they get that? It's money. They got policies, sure, but it's money. I'm talking about the.
These people got reparations. The Jews in New York,
okay,
got reparations.
Okay, fair enough. But I'm coming from a positive.
Okay, brother, let me ask you, do you support reparations for foundational Black Americans?
This is fuck all that.
Cash payments and just us specifically?
Yes, I support it. Right?
Okay,
I support it. I'm not against that, right? I'm not against that. Anything to get our people out from the bottom so that we could actually be able.
We are not your people. Your people are Caribbean or whatever the fuck you said you was. All skin folk ain't kin folk. I'll throw a phrase at you, bitch.
Sit at the table and eat like everybody else, because by the time we get there, nothing but scratch.
How high is it?
You gotta have a seat at the table. That's another phrase.
On your list. How high is it a priority on your list?
It's a very high priority, extremely high priority, and that's what I'm saying. I can only play the part that I'm in currently, right? I'm in a crypto space that I got in 2020, and it's a space that I know is going to be a multi-trillion-dollar space. You got BlackRock, you got Citadel, 10 trillion, 14.
What does that mean? They're putting their money in certain coins and investing. But again, a lot of these coins are non-regulated, or not regulated, I should say, allowing them to put their money in there, and they can let it sit, especially if they know the person who created the token or the coin. They can put the money there to back the token early, making it look like it's worth quite a bit, and it's shooting up, allowing other people to jump in real fast, start buying up shares, and then they're going to pull out at the last minute. And when those people go to look at their shares, they're worth nothing. So, yeah, there's a lot of money still trading on there because it's still unregulated and motherfuckers are still falling for the scam. Along with the fact that there are some coins out there who do have some value that's backed by some people who decided to leave their money in there to utilize the Bitcoin for other transactions. In many cases, those transactions were black market transactions done on the web, on the Silk Road or Tor, which I don't know if those things are still going on now. It's been a long time and I haven't heard about those in a while, but on the black market, on the internet, a lot of times people are using Bitcoin, that's where it came from, in order to make transactions. So that way they are untraceable through making these transactions, buying drugs, hitmen, children, crazy shit, cannibalism, all kind of crazy shit.
$1 trillion companies that's managing in the stock market that just stated that Bitcoin is now the digital gold. All I'm trying to do is get my people in a space that I know that's going to explode. When I'm on the street and I'm telling people about Black Jesus in this crypto project, I don't know nothing about crypto. There's two things that I get a response from my people. I don't know what it is, or it's a scam. Those are the two things that I hear.
Because it is a scam in many cases, which I will pull up shortly. That's why people don't know about it, because it is a scam. What is there to know? It's a scam. It's not like something to explain. That's why it's barely been explained. Because if you explained it, you would tell them what the scam is. The scam is I start a token, I get early backers to back it, to buy, to make it look like it's got funding, and to start off to make it look like, hey man, this token is gonna be something. And now you get other average everyday people start putting their money in. They don't know why. Just look at it. It's going up. That's why, nigga. That's why you put your money in, because it's going up. Sorry, my mouth is kind of dry. But, and then they pull out on you or something like that. Pull out on you like a bad date. But this shit is crazy, dude. Let's keep going.
All that I'm saying is like, people come to the digital table too, because they're building this out. I want my people to be in there. And that's why we created the project. So it's blackjesus.life. That's the
Blackjesus.life. Black Jesus life, y'all.
URL, blackjesus.life. I am going to follow this page. I actually got this invite from somebody else. I am going to follow this page. I like what you guys are talking about, and I'm all for it. All right? blackjesus.life. Come find us. We're here. We're on the blockchain, waiting for all of our people. If you go to that site, you will see what we're trying to do here, and it's real. I appreciate you guys being able to let me at least be able to talk on your platform. Much love and respect.
All right, appreciate you there.
Hold on. Before you leave, Mr. CEO, quick question, brother. You say your people are from Jamaica?
My mom and dad is from Haiti. I was born here.
Not a problem. Now, because we get this, do you think that we handle you with disrespect or not fair or unfairness? Do you think?
No, I mean not necessarily. I just think listen, it's in our DNA to bring the fire, right, from all directions, right. And I got thick skin, bro. I can sit down and even if it comes off as an insult, even if I don't feel like it's an insult, it's much love, because at the end of the day, I'm all about my people, man. People, my people first. I'm a black man first.
I'm all about my people, man. Black man first. I'm about all that skin, melanin. I'm about melanin first. I'm full of melanin.
Period. You get what I mean? So that's where I'm coming from.
You like that word, don't you? Melanin. That's what I'm melanated. I'm a melanated individual. Fuck out of here.
But you can understand why there could be resentment, not necessarily toward you, but toward people that's asking, about financial gains, because throughout the years of black people, we've always had, some gentlemen, or not yourself, and I'm not speaking of you directly, coming around. You seem sincere, but what I'm saying is that...
No, y'all was right. The question, and in fact, we need to start cussing these niggas out off top, in my opinion. Nigga, if the shit is that important, you wouldn't just be running up in spaces trying to throw phraseisms at everybody and then fucking throwing your info out there and getting out talking about, I'm gonna follow y'all like this. You ain't giving no info, hardly nothing. You just saying, we created it. We ain't out there. We don't have enough black people out there on it, and we trying to get you out there on it.
Someone, hey, especially not to bring out some people, but you got a whole web of Nigerian scheme artists, okay? So, and I'm not calling you one of them, but that's a real thing. So the hesitation, I'm sure you can understand.
I totally understand it, brother. I know about the 419 in the Nigerian community, but I don't like to paint anybody with a broad stroke, right? So in the end of the day, I'm coming across you guys extremely sincere. If you go to blackjesus.life, this is real. This is what we're doing. We're a small community, and we're building on the blockchain for our people. And it's not just, hey, get this coin. We're also
you see this
education behind it as well. 100%.
Y'all see this shit.
Much respect, much love. Brother.
Y'all see this shit. You see this shit. That's the token. It's a random ass black dude, which I've seen that picture before. And that might have came from Black Jesus with the show or something. With some goddamn gangster shades on. From that meme that goes around when somebody does something. This, first of all, Nigga, what kind of shitty ass graphic design work do you have going on here, nigga? This is the most iPhone done ass shit I've ever seen in my life. You created this whole shit from your iPhone 4. This nigga took a picture, put a black border around it of this black dude look like Jesus, put some fucking shades on him, and he calls it a token. The Black Messiah has returned to spread the word. Let's go down. Then they, go ahead and list off 2 Corinthians 9:6. Go ahead and tug at your religious heartstrings a bit while we throw another shitty ass graphic right here. What the fuck is this? What's the fucking point of the shades? It's a fucking mockery of black culture, black people. Take that shit to the Caribbean, nigga. Go get them Caribbean niggas to buy this dumb shit. Let's keep going. How to buy it. Swap it on ETH or on Uniswap. I looked it up on there. You can do it. You can go out here and buy you some of this fucking bullshit, Black Jesus token. And look at this. This niggas, who made this website? Tokenomics. Like Powernomics? Fuck out of here, dude. Too many phrases to capture your affinity of the black empowerment community or the grassroots. No taxes, no false profits. Is that simple. 51% would be distributed to the original believers. 49% of the tokens would be sent to the liquidity pool. Launch in the beginning. Launch the website, gather first believers, test and deploy the contract, distribute tokens to the first believers. Add 49% of tokens to liquidity on Uniswap. Renounce Black Jesus contract. Now they need a 24-hour launch party, a launch-free crypto resources page. They need a meme kit page for community to create their own memes for whatever reason. Revelations, create a partners page, whatever. But then you keep going down. Oh, there's a big disclaimer here under this bullshit. Black Jesus is a meme coin with no intrinsic value or expectation of financial return whatsoever. It is for entertainment purposes only. Don't you think niggas would have been very interested in wanting to know that this was an entertainment purpose only token that you created on a website? Instead, you put it at the bottom because most people don't go to the bottom. You hope they don't, but it's supposed to be on here. Otherwise, you'd be breaking probably some kind of law. Black Jesus is most certainly not running the largest social economic experiment of our time. Of course we're not. I'm sorry. These links are just links to the same page. You can get the brand kit. Do you need our official logo? Fuck no, man. Are you serious? Are you serious? Are you fucking kidding me? Meme kit. Where does any of this say multi-trillion dollars, nigga? Where does any of this say I'm gonna even get a slice of that motherfucker? Don't bring your stupid ass up in our motherfucking spaces with no dumbass shit like this. We will call it out and we will distribute the information to as many people as we can to let them know that you ain't no CEO, nigga. You's a crusty, tether ass, motherfucking ass scammer. Get out of here with this shit. And then you go to his goddamn Twitter. Let's go to his Twitter. What do he be posting? What did he say? What I received for 2 bottles for my cocktail brand. He has a cocktail brand. Go Swigo. What? You got even less shit on here. This is cocktail brand brought to you by Swiss Cocktails.
Swiss tie. How about a magic trick?
Hold on. What's magic trick? I want to see something.
Look like more Caribbean tethers. Supporting this fuckery. Whoa! This is award winning. He gonna put his shit next to makers and shit and other people's shit. See, this is scammer territory. This is that scammer shit. Let me go back. Come on now. Don't do me wrong. Let me see Mr. CEO. Where'd he go? There we go. Avid investor, I tell it like it is. Truth hurts, but lies hurt more. Oh, and yeah, I own a dope cocktail company. Get your ass out of here, man. We need these scammers gone out of the. Take your ass back to the Caribbeans. Out. Stop buying shitcoins. Stop riding these influencers' dick and cooch. Instead, use your damn brains and pick quality projects to support and make your money. Quality projects. Nigga, what kind of quality is this? What in the fuck is it? No, whoa, don't lie to me. Was I right, Black Jesus? What? It really is the dude from the show, though? This nigga could have easily just came in here and grabbed some Google images and did that shit, man. You gotta be fucking kidding me, dude. Your coin was made off a Google image, bitch. You got Black Jesus on here puffing on some weed with the gangster shit. And you come into the space so goddamn confident. As if you really have something for the people. Fuck you, dude. Literally, fuck off. People like this, dude. Y'all make it worse in the community because when people really have something that's worth it, now we gotta fight through tons and tons of brick walls people done put up from all these goddamn scammers. Let me grab me some water while I talk to y'all, but now we gotta put up, we gotta fight with all these brick walls and obstacles and shit. If I want somebody to invest in something that's really tangible. And it's sad because all day long they sit here and talk about how Tariq is a goddamn scammer or whoever, and they playing the people. I just wasted a lot of water on myself. But goodness, dude. I'm gonna get off that topic. We're gonna look at a couple of tweets here, but just to kind of wrap up that whole point, like these people are crazy, dude. We can't allow these people, as you can see, I just spilled water straight down my nice little sports coat. But we can't allow these people to keep coming up in our spaces, man. And even when we're being nice to them, I'd rather be mean off top. And I say that But I just sat there and said, hey, we're gonna have to work through even more hurdles and brick walls. But I mean, we may just have to, because these people, if we give too many people the benefit of the doubt, that allows some people to pass through the cracks, allowing them to scam people. You got to prove your motherfucking self. And if that token was worth anything, you'd tell the right people. You'd find the right people, and you would get it funded, and you would do it right. And by the time the information hits us, it would be a no-brainer. You won't have to come into spaces randomly yelling at people and shit. You don't have to do that. You wouldn't have to do that. But you're doing that now because that's your way of going trying to garner attention for the shit. Because right now, no, first of all, it needs attention before anybody can even invest. And so you just on an attention whore grabbing ass moment marathon. And you're willing to take from anybody who's willing to give to you. And that shit has got to stop, dude. Shit like that has got to stop. So, we're going to talk about something here. A few things. Let's see. One, I thought this was pretty interesting. Nas Escobar, not the real Nas, but yeah, I posted this. It says, the only thing you deserve is deportation. Real talk. Several mothers say they've been threatened with being kicked out of the shelter if they complain. So yeah. We need jobs. We need housing. We need jobs. We need housing. We need safe food and water. We need safe living conditions. This one right here really got to me. You promised us safe living conditions, but our rights have been violated. Bitch ass nigga, fush the. I don't even know where to start. You hop over the border purposely. And this part where it says you promised us, because the United States has a lot of promises out there. If you look up refugee resettlement near me, refugee resettlement near me. Here's one in Texas. Refugee Services of Dallas. Programs, resettlement services, job readiness training and placement, English and second language, legal services, social adjustment services, refugee cash assistance, cash assistance, Central American Minor Refugee Program, medical case management, and probably more. You can look down through here. They are promised quite a bit of shit if they get their asses over here. But that don't mean you are entitled to get the shit, nigga. If you don't get it, tough goddamn cookie, bitch. You know? If you hop the motherfucking shit, take your ass over here and look at these shoes they wearing. That nigga clean right now. Not really. He's dressed like a goddamn juvenile, but, the shoes is, not just straight raggedy. Where you get those? You hop the border and grabbed you some Nikes? Just Air Jordan it up, nigga? That's not Jordans, but you feel me? Like, what? Straight Adidas hats and shit, nigga. Everything looking clean. Y'all niggas hop over illegally. Y'all also know at the border is overcrowded, so you know that the United States has already jam-packed tons of y'all motherfuckers in here. So whatever the services that are being offered, they're probably backed up. or they don't have enough money to fund the shit fully, or maybe y'all just missed out. But then instead of just saying, oh, well, shit, I guess I'll hide back across the border and go back home, y'all niggas go to the state capitol demanding the shit. Imagine, you demand a job? Black people have high unemployment. You don't see them down there demanding a job. This is the type of shit, man, that's going on here in the United States that is mind-boggling. The fact that the Democrats have allowed these motherfuckers to come over here in droves, over like 4 million of something plus people within a year or two, whatever the case may be, you know what I'm saying, has flooded over here because they were promised that they was gonna get shit. And damn it, they came for it. The shit is crazy to me. And they're not even all coming from the same area. Some of these people come from Asia, India, Africa, Afghanistan, all kind of places, man. The shit is crazy. Crazy, 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 crazy. Let's see what this says.
That black people were, and concluded, which was the general consensus at the time among a lot of white people in the South, this is again in the 1890s, that black people were genetically inferior. And in 1896, he published a book called Race, Tendencies, and Traits of the American Negro, in which he lays out all the numbers, and then he concludes that if we simply avoided allowing black people to have any access to health care, that within 2 or 3 generations, the whole race would die out, and that would solve the race problem in America. Now, it sounds kind of crazy when I just laid
it sounds crazy, period.
And concluded, which was the general consensus at the time, 1920s, this was referred to as scientific racism. He was access to health care.
Sounds crazy. But we've been saying that for a long time. Many of our leaders, our not leaders, but our well-spoken advocates out there, you know, your Jason Blacks, your Tariqs, your Marcel's, your Dr. Claude Andersons, your Francis Chris Wilsons, and all of them. Many of them, if not all of them, have said that the white folks have been trying to solve the race problem of black people in this country for years. That goes to prove it right there. Niggas, we not just saying this shit. We're not just out here talking and just bullshitting around. Motherfuckers have literally documentedly, which ain't a word, have been trying to get rid of us. And we still here, bitch motherfuckers. We still here, bitch ass niggas. What you gonna do? Y'all keep trying, and we're gonna fight your whole ass till we can't fight no more. And there ain't no point until we can't fight no more, nigga. We been fighting, okay? Ever since they've been fighting all us in these wars and all this other shit, trying to keep us down and fucking up our towns and shit like that and trying other shit. They can't just genocide us these days because they couldn't genocide us back then, nigga. We was beating y'all's ass in many cases, man. I ain't gonna get into it, man, but there was probably a lot less. I'm not even gonna go there, but
that within 2 or 3 generations, the whole race would die out, and that would solve the race problem in America. Now, it sounds kind of crazy when I just lay it out like that right now, but this led to a whole bunch of things. By the 1920s, this was referred to as scientific racism. He was testifying about it before Congress. When Teddy Roosevelt, 1912, proposed a national health care system, people said no because black people will get it. When Franklin Roosevelt proposed a national health care system, it was the same thing. We don't want black people to get it. When Truman tried it in 1947, same thing. Don't want black people to get it. Right up until 1965, Senator Stennis, the Dixiecrats in the South, was quoting Hoffman, who was by then dead, but is still very famous in this field, as saying,
still quoting that old shit. These white folks will quote some old ass white folks as if they gods forever, man. And people be mad when we want to quote some Francis Cress Wilson or some of our people, some Garvey, some, some Martin, Garvey to an extent, Martin, some Malcolm, some, Huey P. Newton, some whoever. And they be quoting these genocidal ass fucks that they hold to some high regard. It's crazy.
We have to figure out a way to keep black people from using Medicare. This is when they were passing Medicare. And the way that they came up with was to have a 20% hole, a gap in Medicare, so that you had to pay 20% of your doctor's bill and your hospital bill.
I wonder if this is where, let's keep this on though.
And that would discourage poor black people from showing up at the hospitals. I mean, it was.
I wonder if that was the introduction of deductibles. Because it always didn't make sense to me. Never did it make sense to me. I don't know why I did that. Never did it make sense to me that you have paid all this money per month in insurance, and then when it's time for you to go see a doctor, they're like, okay, yeah, you can see me, nigga, after you pay me $5,000, I'm kind of over exaggerating, but you can go through this situation and this surgery or whatever after you pay the deductible. And the reason why they knew putting that gap there is because they know that whites have an absorbent amount of wealth. They didn't do that they purposely did that because they know our people got bread because we gave it to them. That's why on now they have on average 250K plus in wealth in the bank. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6,000 ain't gonna hurt them. On an emergency, they don't want to pay it, but they will. And they'd rather make you pay that bread out of your 250 than to give black people and you. Because you would also get free health care and not have to pay 2, 3, 4, 5K. But your dumbass white folk self then decided to go along with the shit. And you say, shit, y'all rather pay the 4, 5K extra just to keep us out the shit. Even though it's not fully keeping us out of it, a lot of us do get some kind of medical help. And now I don't feel so bad for so many black people going to the goddamn emergency room, getting done up, fixed up real quick, and just leaving you on stuck with the motherfucking bill. Fuck y'all. Fuck all of y'all. I'm gonna leave it there. I'm gonna wrap it up here. It's 12:30 at night. I've been on it for a little over an hour. So I'm gonna go ahead and wrap it on up. But, talked about a couple different things, mostly the scamming that goes on and people who try to come up in these spaces. And it's crazy to me, again, like I started in the beginning saying that these people just come up in these spaces and try to just bogart their way into the topics or change the topic or whatever. And it's like, nigga, why are y'all even in our motherfucking space anyway? I don't go to white spaces. I don't go to Caribbean spaces. I don't go to this shit. None of us go to that shit. We don't pay attention to y'all, but y'all really do pay attention to us. Y'all love paying attention to foundational black Americans. It's pretty funny. So funny, so much funny that you don't even notice it. No, you do notice it. You just trying to deny it to yourself verbally. What you know mentally, bitch. You know that you can't sit there without getting the itch to scratch to fucking scroll up and down the goddamn socials and find you some FBA something to get on. You can't just stay in your Jollof world, eating your little Jollof, doing your little whatever. You have to figure out a way to fuck with us. White folks too. A lot of white folks infiltrate the spaces too. A lot of people infiltrate the space, a lot of paid operatives from the FBI and the Democrats, they infiltrate the spaces. The thing is, a lot of y'all don't even be in these spaces to know the severity of some of this shit. This shit was going on in Martin Luther King's day and shit, and it was more serious then because the infiltrators would end up being some of the people that'll get you killed. So we got to be a lot more careful. And if y'all motherfuckers want to keep playing around in our spaces, just understand we have a history in this world of what people have done to us through infiltrators. Don't put yourself in that position. We don't play. Find out, and you'll find out about us. It's your boy, Chef Bay.